Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned.
Hello everyone, and welcome back again to another fabulous Let's Play session with me, your host JD, for some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, we are carrying off where we last left off, which was the continuation of the previous chapter, where we had just learned the fun little secret about Henry, and how he happens to have a big fiefdom to fill. So, we are going to carry off with being the escort and guardian for Lord Capon, where we'll actually find out where we're going to be traveling to. I honestly have no idea where we're supposed to be going. So today will be pretty interesting. So today, those of you that are probably just now tuning in, expecting a long stream, today will probably be a smidge short, but nonetheless, let's see what Sir Divish has to say.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Never mind.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Come now, Hal.
Finish the game? What?
How are you, Henry?
Greetings. What do you need?
What do you think of Master Keyser?
I've already asked him to stay on here when this is over. His ideas are incredible, even that trebuchet. I can't wait to launch it.
Sounds like you're sorry not to be the siege master.
Who knows? I may still get a chance.
How do you feel?
Pissed off. I'd give anything to have seen you get here sooner. If only Istvan had stayed inside that fucking castle.
I remember the first time it happened to me.
But that was when you were a young blacksmith, when those thugs attacked you. I'm a nobleman, trained in combat and siegecraft, and even I won't pretend I wasn't terrified.
That's how it goes. There's nothing you can do about it.
But Master Faithful may not survive the way they hacked him. If I'd been quicker, or if he'd at least started to run, but
The main thing is it will be easier next time. You won't feel the horror quite so much.
I hope so, Hal. Or I'll soon be getting sick of your pontifications.
I went to parley with Wolflin.
So how did that go?
I convinced him to take his gang and leave.
Really? I knew you were no fool, but that's something else. You're a born diplomat, Henry.
I don't know about that.
Don't be so modest. We have to drink to this.
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements, dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
Be interested to find out what this does. Does this actually end the game?
So, can we set off now, Henry?
Hey, Henry, come to see us.
There was one more thing I wanted to attend to.
I see. We'll go on ahead and wait for you in the camp at Neuhof. I'll use the time for a hunt before we go.
Very well. We'll meet up there as soon as I'm done.
Alright, hopefully that fixed whomever it was that I was supposed to speak with. See here. Masquerade, that's who it was. Hunt down a dog at night, not going to do that. Get raven feathers, talk to Olina. Where is Olina? Olina is... yeah. Not going to be able to do that. Alright, well, let's go with Capon. So, Luke, how be your day? Soldiers, you're trying to have your horses commit suicide. Don't do it! Don't jump! You'll break your ankles.
Good day, Henry.
Alright, so looks like I should actually head to here and craft me some herbs. Herbs! Yay! Also, it doesn't hurt to ride along the tree line, because apparently, as a cartographer, you don't find all the nests. So those are just the stuff that I found from quick travels. I'm sorry, you were saying to me, good sir, please, speak to my arrow. Which reminds me, I forgot the console command. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Wait, what? Huh. Okay. Well, let's go. I'm assuming I'm probably going to need to actually cook up a whole bunch of the night eye concoctions.
Greetings, Henry.
Oh, and I also got a name sorty thingy, so this now actually sorts out potions and other good things, like such as bandages, ingredients. All of it is not mixed-meshed under a single tab, so it's actually named something else. So I love it. Along with recipes. And after I spent what, like an hour yesterday looking for black feathers, I could have just came here and bought them off of her. Oh wow, she'll only buy ingredients for me. Wow. She is shrewd.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
Satisfied?
That's not enough. Aye, that would do it. Welcome, Henry.
Hooray, I'm stealing all your sage, your mint, and everything else. No idea what that is. Ooh, those are turnips. I can identify those. Those are turnips! Wait, why are there turnips on the other side of the never mind. I will not ask too many questions. I am just...
the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Thank you! I need to borrow your concocty thingy-mabobber doohickey. Here it is. Ooh, this... I actually kind of like this a little bit better than the ones in the town. Right. I need to first read on how to make those poisons, because that would be frickin' handy. Let's see. Books, kits, treasure map. That we did need to look at. Oh, I was actually near a treasure the whole time. Let's put that on the horse. We'll look at that later. La 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 la. Alright, we'll start that, so that way, hopefully in due time, so even if I happen to be loading or whatever, this progresses it. Okay, Ars Amatora is the art of love, is learning about matters of love and the affections of the opposite sex, where talent and attraction are lacking, though learning cannot help. This potion is always effective against such shortcomings. Prepare wine, 1 handful of... It's a love potion! Amor. This is what I need. Alright, so let's start with grind the bright eye, drop the bright eye in the cauldron, okay, so 2 bright eye, 1 belladonna, and boil for 3 turns. Grind bright, if I got that right. Yeah, grind bright, belladonna. Oh wow, you actually hear it boiling this time. Well, for 3 turns, add the mushroom and then distill. So keep it going. Work, 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 work! And hopefully this should be enough. Because we don't know how much, how long this might take, so hopefully, hopefully I'll be crafting just enough. hopefully that should be enough of the potion. So, let's see here. Nighthawk, 12. Marigold, 31. Lullaby potion. That would... Actually, if I apply that to arrows, it would help put people to sleep. Although, granted, most of my arrows do technically kill now, so... Be interesting to see how that turns out.
God save Henry.
What? Where's he walking?
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite. Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that horseman who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
Hmm. Okay. I'll admit, that's one hell of a climax. Alright, I guess, I'll go take care of these quests then. I thought, it wouldn't be the absolute end, but okay. Because, I'll be honest, at first I was thinking, dear God, they actually were able to do more than just that? That was kind of amazing. Might have explained all those bugs, but but no.
let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
What about this?
That's still too much. Aye, that would do it.
I made a mint. I made a mint. Okay. Let's see. I can't really complete the other quest because A, the person is so far out of range that I can't really do anything about it. And if I was to do anything further, I'd actually complete the entirety of the game. Can I tell her that I'm a noble? Nope.
I feel quite hungry.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me... Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
Do you know Sir Bernard, the Rat-Eye captain?
He's a grumpy bastard, but fair, I'd say.
That's all. I feel quite hungry.
Looks like there's a quest at the Cobbler's, so we'll go there. I was gonna ask the hangman, but the executioner, but I guess we'll have to do that later.
Welcome, Henry.
Good health to you, Henry.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when the wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt, but there's not enough room for 'em here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with him?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things, horrible. I hear they skin people alive and what they do to their women folk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals! Jesus, look where you're going!
I'm honoured that you should come to me.
Are you the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try my luck against you.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver. Got it?
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others. All they've got to wager is their labour. But you've got coin.
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs, loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
All right, let's fight then, if you think you can take me.
Hold your horses, laddie. First, you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for me by beating 2 other regular brawlers, Stephen and a fellow they call Ringlet.
Let's fight.
I told you, don't come back to me till you've beaten Stephen and Ringlet, got it?
Fine, I'll go pummel those guys' face in. Walking to my horse. What the hell are you doing?
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Aren't you Ringlet? Milan says I have to beat you before he'll take me on.
And you're that blacksmith's lad, right? What do you want out of it? You're not living in the dirt here like the rest of us.
Maybe not. But why shouldn't I try and beat some coin out of him too?
Yeah, and you can pass it on to us that need it. If you want to fight me, you dandy, then pay up. Or fuck off.
Alright, he'll be down for the count.
could do with a...
God save you. What can I do for you?
You're Stephen, aren't you? Milan tells me he won't fight me until I beat you.
Oh, yeah? And why would you want to? Well, never mind. I'll fight you if you pay me. What do you say?
God save you, Henry.
It looks kind of cool seeing the horse start to back away.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Let's fight.
You gave those two a pretty good hiding, and I made a groschen or two in bets. You Skalitz fellows are good for my purse.
Shh, he's sleeping.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Alright, let's see. Is there another... Well... Might as well. Let's head on up there to see the guy. Because everyone's been saying he's got quests, and if I happen to try and progress the main storyline... Whoopsie! Which will be the end of the first chapter.
God be with you, Henry.
Anywhere. It can't be with a
Go ahead and say it.
with an executioner! A bloody executioner!
Hey!
What am I to do?
Why is that girl standing here crying?
I executed her husband.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why...
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Why?
Do you really have to ask? I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
I'm not complaining, mind. It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
None she knows of. Poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Elishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
What would she have to put up with if she stayed with you?
A lot. I can't deny. Most of the townfolk wouldn't give her the time of day, at least not in public. If we had children, it would be even worse for them.
That doesn't sound like a very happy life.
It's not all bad. It's a well-paid job and even respected in a way. And when someone needs a bone set, all of a sudden they forget your reputation.
How can I find out if there's any family?
Try asking Elishka herself. She knows a thing or two about them. But, in the end, you'll still have to go and find out something from the bailiff, or from the records at the rat house.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks, if only for the thought.
What have I ever done?
Herman sent me.
What a way to end up.
Don't despair. It could be a lot worse.
Only death could be worse, and I'm not far from it.
Can I ask about your family?
What do you want to know?
Don't you have any kin left? Someone who'd take you in?
No. They all died of the plague. And then I ended up with that man of mine. I always knew he'd get strung up one day.
Didn't your husband have any kin?
Maybe. He mentioned some, but we never went to see them.
Is that all you know?
Yes. But if they're anything like my old man, the bailiff and his catchpoles will know about them.
That's all I need.
To the bailiff! We must investigate her family. And hopefully keep from stringing up her only last remaining alive relatives.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I'd like to ask if...
Ah, this knee of mine hurts like hell.
I'd like to ask...
Young man, there's always someone who wants to ask something. What do you need?
I wondered if you could take a look in your books for me, and,
Books? God above, am I to shuffle around here with my knees the way they are?
I could bring you something for your knees.
From some old hag? That's nothing but a load of... Oh! Ow! Oh! Well, I suppose it might be worth a try.
Rid of it, Byron!
Alright, let's get the, let's go ahead and cook up the guy, some better knees. Actually, I didn't fully read that. Alright, so drop the poppy and valerum into the cauldron and simmer for 2 turns. 1 bright eye. Alright, that should be all that guy needs.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Hopefully.
I've got something here for that knee of yours.
Really?
This ointment should help.
Thank you. Let's just hope it works.
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
You think we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth. In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago. He had a son, a nice polite lad. How is he?
Oh, you know, he's quite tied up these days.
Well, if you see him, tell him to swing by.
And where are the Misheks living now?
A stone's throw from Rate by the small fish pond.
Thanks.
Well, he won't be swinging by because he's done swung. I wasn't expecting the fence. Hey, I found another nest! Cool!
What do you want?
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you...
I won't help anyone.
Listen, you old hag. If you interrupt me one more time...
Fuck off!
Well, I got told off by an old lady.
Get lost, or I'll give you up for it.
This might be a little harder than I expected. Plus, this is probably going to be a very tough pill to swallow. May have to pay them.
What do you want?
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
A bit of help would come in handy. Send her here, then. But don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
A fine salvation this is.
So, either hard labor on her mother-in-law's house, mother-in-law's farm, or live with the executioner and sire off children. Personally, if it was me, I'd say baby make with the executioner. I don't know, what y'all think? Have him stay with the executioner?
How are you, Henry?
Ilishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
Wow. Executioner is actually quite noble.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Ilishka. They probably work you to the bone. But you would get fed.
Life is never easy. But at least I'd have a family.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
What? You're locking me in here? No! Let me out! Okay.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Eliska to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Aww. It's belated Valentine's Day. Why the hell not? Let's get these two lovebirds together. Even though they'll be miserable together.
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's kin at all. But at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family, too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it. And he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here.
Tough love? Yeah.
Herman?
Yes?
Can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world.
Henry! I'm glad you stopped by.
Are you serious? Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is everything worked out well.
It did. It did. Thank you. And I want you to have this. God almighty. I've got Eliska. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves. Are you serious?
Oh, lovebirds. Gosh. I was stupid and I loved it. Alright, let's go over to Teledetchko. Let's try out some of these quests as well.
Help!
What happened to you?
God has punished me. That's what happened. Bandits torched my house and murdered my husband. So I beg here at the roadside. Nothing else is left to me. Be merciful, good sir. A few groschen, sir, so I can go and buy some milk for the little one.
Of course. Here you are.
Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
That reminds me, I should probably put away all my groschen just to keep me from going on a spendy spree. There we go. 200. 207 groschen. That should, that's some walking around money right there.
Sir, a word if you please. Have you got a little time to spare?
We've met before, haven't we?
We have. And you defeated me in combat. So now, I seek a reprisal.
Have you still got that armor that doesn't fit you?
Ha! You haven't disappointed me. I quite understand. You won't fight just for the sake of it. But you'll have to wager some silver. Otherwise, what would be the point?
I don't have that much coin on me.
You're the one who wants a wager, friend. I'm still willing to fight you for honor alone, if you so wish.
Why not? I could use a little exercise.
Excellent. I see you have no fear. Let's get to it, then. Come on, then. Ah! I admit defeat, sir. You've won honorably.
Can I at least get the armor?
That was a fine duel, sir. I thank you.
I at least want the armor.
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahomira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher's shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
A haunted butcher shop. All in a day's work for me.
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly. This is a real ghost, the spirit of a dead man who hasn't found peace. In order to banish him from the world of the living, you'll need to do a few things.
Slit a black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave?
What a despicable thought! No. Do you know what smudging is? You'll need 10 poppies and some flowers from the deceased grave. Once you have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted. Light it on fire, and the smoke will purge the place of any unwanted spirits.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified, and these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine. Is there anything else I should know?
That's a question for Drahomira. You'll find her in her cottage on the very edge of Ledechko.
Fun.
The herbalist Kunhuta sent me. I'm here because of the ghost.
You don't look like you know a thing about ghosts. Why didn't she come herself? Why did she send someone so young instead? Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
She was in too much pain to make the journey. But you can trust me. I know what I'm doing.
You'd better. Well, get to work then.
There's a few things I need to know first.
I'd rather you just got on with it. But I don't suppose I've got any choice. So ask.
Whose ghost is it?
His name was Alois and he had a farm not far from Ledechko. A few years ago, his farmhouse burned down with him in it.
I've heard that people who die such horrible deaths seldom rest in peace. What exactly's been going on?
It happens at night. Every night now an apparition comes to me and I can't get a wink of sleep. I can't take it anymore.
Why do you think he chose you of all people?
How am I supposed to know? Maybe because we're neighbours. We grew up together as children.
I suppose that makes sense. Where is Alois buried? For the exorcism, I'll need flowers from his grave.
He's laid to rest in the Sasau cemetery by the wall. His grave is a bit overgrown with vines. I've been there a few times for a visit. The first day he appeared, I prayed at his grave, but he came again just the same.
I know everything I need to know.
Then for God's sake, perform the ritual as soon as possible.
We're gonna perform an exorcism. We're gonna perform an exorcism. Yeah, yeah. Oh, an attack on the road. Oh, I won't be able to see him. Plus, there's a foe. I'm not seeing any flowers. Unless... no... There's gotta be something here. Wait, I think I screwed up. Like, 9 days ago. Screwed up. I think I recall taking the flowers off this gravesite to initially give them as a gift to someone. Or did I put them on the horse? Yeah, I think I actually gave those flowers to Teresa as a gift. And I think now I have to actually find them. Originally, I thought this would be quick and easy, but nope. I screwed myself over from the get-go.
Good man, may I disturb you for a moment? I have no wish to trouble you, good man. What is it then? It's about this. I challenge you to a duel, sir. What?
You heard?
I'm damned if you know what you're after. But since you're so keen on challenging me, let's do it.
Wonderful. Given up. Beaten again? When will this ever end? I can't go back home like this.
Alright, here's to hoping she at least put the flowers in a trunk or something. I mean, seriously, when you decide to royally screw yourself up, boy, do you do it good, JD. Yeah, they're not there. Wait, maybe send her a quest? Nope, not at all.
No. My God. No. Let me sleep. No. Let me sleep. Come on, amazing horse! Climb!
I'll admit this is a pretty steep incline.
Go away. Leave me alone. Good.
Alright, well that's another bug then. So I have no way to track down the flower. Hmm. Actually, kind of shocked no one's really put in a suggestion yet into the suggestion box. But I guess just gotta give it time.
God be with you.
What's with the targets? Are you an archer by any chance?
I notice you're asking questions. Are you the Inquisition by any chance?
No, I'm Henry, of Scalitz.
From Scalitz? I'm Vatek, from here. Why are you so curious about the targets?
It's just that I sometimes try my hand at archery too.
Try your hand, do you? I know plenty who do. When you can score as high as me at chumps, then I might be impressed.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Never played chumps? And you call yourself an archer? All right, Henry, listen up. Chumps is a game for real archers. It tests your strength, stamina, and accuracy. And it can be a nice little earner. Unless you're, well, a chump.
So what exactly is it?
I'll tell you. A bunch of logs are floated down the river. Then you count to 20, and the archers run along the banks after the logs. At the end of the course, someone collects all the logs and counts the strikes. Whoever has the most always meaning me, wins the bout. Each archer has 20 arrows with their own coloured fletching, and the contest ends when the last log floats through the finish line.
Sounds like good fun.
Fun? My friend, it will bring you out in a proper sweat, and you'll be well pleased to hit just 1 or 2 blocks. So how about it then? Fancy a bout? You'll need your own bow, but I'll supply the arrows with coloured fletching.
I do.
Come on then. Ah, one more chump. Excellent. Now you have to bet at least 10 groschen, 50 at most. There'll be 3 archers competing at the time. The winner gets triple his wager, and the second gets his coin back. So how much will you bet?
No half measures. What's there to save for, anyway?
That's the betting over with. Now here are your arrows. And now, I'll see you at the finish.
Are you serious?
Damn, missed. Let's see you beat that. Head home! You've no chance against me, amateurs. Damn, missed.
Ah, well, I won't miss the next one.
Got it.
Bloody hell, the wind took it.
Head home! Bloody hell, the wind took it. Hit. I won't miss the next one. Damn, missed. I won't miss the next one.
Ah, well, I won't miss the next one.
Head home!
Ah, well, I won't miss the next one. Bloody hell, the wind took it. Ah, well, I won't miss the next one.
Damn, missed.
Oh, this is his secret. He waits right here at the very end.
Almost had it.
Time's up, folks. One last arrow, and that's it. What the hell?
So, how did it go?
Well done, Henry. You've come first. It looks like you really do know what you're doing with a bow. You're still not up to my standard, mind you, but a pretty good effort. Here are your winnings. I hope you'll wager them on some chumps again.
Well, at least there's activities. So, I have no way of completing that side quest. And it looks like I should also be getting ready for the Warframe Wednesday with the Crady crew. So, okay, go ahead and take this time to actually save. And probably pick up the continued activity runs. And follow-ups. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I might have something different selected up. But anyways, that should also conclude Kingdom Come Deliverance, first chapter. Second chapter, once the developers finally release it, we'll actually be picking that up again. So for the time being, thank you again for tuning in. I will be back again with Warframe Wednesday with the Crady crew. So those of you that are interested in earning more points, please stay in chat to receive your interesting bonus points. And I'll see you all again here at the top of the hour. Thank you and good night.